A Premier League leading Arsenal side on an upwards trajectory welcome an ailing Crystal Palace outfit to the Emirates Stadium for Sunday afternoon's London derby. Mikel Arteta's Gunners are seeking a stellar seventh straight victory across all competitions, whereas Oliver Glasner's Eagles have failed to win any of their last three, domestically or continentally. Set-piece records have become bread and butter for Arsenal since Nicolas Jover's arrival, and another dead ball feat fell at the might of the Gunners in the 8th game week of the 2025-26 Premier League season, where Fulham were conquered from a corner. Leandro Trossard's close-range strike settled a tight London derby 1-0 in the Gunners' favor, as Arteta's men registered their 10th set-piece goal in just 8 Premier League games this season, the quickest time a team has ever hit double figures in dead-ball goals in the competition. Proving the naysayers wrong for the time being, Arsenal's set-pieces remain as sustainable as ever and have carried them to the top of the Premier League rankings over a wounded Liverpool. Instead, Manchester City are now their closest challengers, sitting 3 points behind. Coincidentally, Arteta's men could match a record set by the Spaniards' former employers this weekend, when Arsenal will aim to become just the second team to go 3 successive Premier League games without facing a shot on target, after the citizens themselves from May to August 2014. Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid did at least force David Raya into a save in midweek, but the goalkeeper was otherwise a spectator in a 4-0 Champions League crushing, where Arsenal exhibited open-play prowess alongside their set-piece specialities. Also relying on a dead ball situation to save their bacon in Premier League Game Week 8, Palace had a Jean-Philippe Mateta penalty to thank for an engrossing 6-goal spectacular with Bournemouth, where the Frenchman joined an elite crowd with his 97th-minute spot kick. Having already struck twice against the Cherries, Mateta followed in the footsteps of 2 former Arsenal forwards, Nicolas Anelka and Thierry Henry, to become just the 3rd French player to score multiple hat-tricks in the Premier League, although he did spurn a fabulous chance for a 4th right at the death. Speaking of wasted opportunities, Palace's October plight continued in shock circumstances in midweek, where a horror mistake from Jadon Canvot and a glut of missed openings from the FA Cup winners handed AEK Larnaca a 1-0 Conference League win. From going 19 games unbeaten in all tournaments to losing 2 of their last 3, the 8th-placed Eagles have lost their defensive steel in recent weeks and head to the Emirates boasting just 1 clean sheet from their last 7 games in all tournaments, while conceding 6 across their last 3. A run of 5 losses from their 6 most recent games against Arsenal in the Premier League does not stand the Eagles in good stead either, although the outlier was last season's Emirates encounter, where another late Mateta intervention rescued a 2-2 draw for the FA Cup holders. Arsenal did not come through Tuesday's win unscathed, as Gabriel Magalhaes came off with a thigh injury and is now a doubt for Sunday, so expect Christian Mosquera to return to the backline. Piero Hincapié is a more natural left-sided option, but the Ecuador international has only played 1 minute for the Gunners this season, so a start is surely out of the question. Meanwhile, Kai Havertz, Martin Odegaard, and Noni Madueke should not return this side of the international break, while Gabriel Jesus, Palace's nemesis from 2024 to 2025, is targeting a return from his ACL rupture towards the end of 2025 or the beginning of 2026. After a statement display in midweek, 10 of the 11 Arsenal starters from the Atletico annihilation ought to be retained, with the exception of Ricardo Calafiori replacing Miles Lewis-Skelly on the left-hand side of the backline. Likewise, it should also be as you were on the fitness front for Crystal Palace, who are still working without Caleb Kapora back, Cheikh Doucouré, knee, and Chadi Riyad, knee, for the visit to the league leaders. An evening to forget for centre-back Canvo on Thursday saw the new signing play a poor back pass to set Larnaca away for the game's only goal, before being hooked on the 60-minute mark, and Chris Richards will undoubtedly return to the 11 this weekend. Ex-Arsenal striker Eddie Nketiah came on for Canvot in the Conference League, but the Hale End product has little chance of displacing Mateta, who has scored 8 of his last 9 PL goals in London.